Welcome to the Leading Sheep webinar series on pregnancy scanning merinos to better manage your flock, featuring Pat Hegarty from Kalenya near Longreach and Chris Shands, a rural advisor from New South Wales. This is part 2 of 6, where Chris Shands provides tips on how to increase conception and lamb survival rates.
What are some of the things you can do in terms of increasing the conception rate and looking at lamb survival? And I guess there's sort of two main areas that I'd be specifically looking at. If you're looking at increasing the conception rate, and a lot of people, a lot of producers don't seem to have too much difficulty, depending on their production system, but getting quite a lot of ewes pregnant. Drought years are another different management consideration, but in sheep that are normally run in an annual program, then getting plenty of them pregnant doesn't seem to be too big an issue. But there is a very strong relationship between the conception rate of ewes and their condition or fat score. So physically weaning and then getting the condition back on the ewes for the next joining is a really important management opportunity to make sure that there's lots of ewes pregnant there, so that when the scanner does come along, you've got some good results there. So in terms of knowing the condition score of your ewes, I reckon there's 2 times of the year when it's really important. One is at weaning time, so that you can actually, if you've got ewes that are in 2 condition score, or maybe 2.5, then you've got an opportunity to get them back in condition for the next joining. And by drafting ewes that might have reared twins, if you've been scanning for a while, and you'd be pretty sure that those ewes are likely to have, be lighter than ewes that might have reared a single. So there's the challenge of then lifting that condition score from weaning through to the next joining. The other time when it's really important to know the fat score or the condition score of ewes, and that is the time at around about when scanning occurs, because if those ewes are a bit skinnier than what you'd like at scanning time, then you've got a great opportunity of being able to put some feeding management into place to make sure that those ewes that might be a bit lighter at least are ready to lamb and in the conditions that they need to be. So looking at increasing lamb survival, again, there's a strong relationship between the condition score of the ewe in late pregnancy and lamb survival. And I guess if you know through scanning what's carrying a single, what's carrying a twin, then there is a good opportunity there of being able to feed accordingly, whether it's on pasture or whether it's through some strategic supplementary feeding. Then often you can get some pretty good survival results there, and I think Pat's probably outlined that a bit as well. The other opportunity it gives you is to select the better performing ewes, those ewes that are likely to have more lambs and are better mothers, and then looking at selecting progeny from those ewes that can come back in as replacements, so that they're got a pretty strong potential to be able to have replacements which will contribute well to the flock. The question about genetics, which I've got a little heading there, genetics in reproduction isn't very encouraging in terms of being able to make great inroads for lifting reproduction by just selecting for number of lambs weaned. We have much better chance of lifting those results by selecting ewes that have reared twins, and their progeny are much more likely to rear twins as well. I'll move on to the next.